After spending hours and hours in the gym, do you still look like this? You might be making these 5 big mistakes that I'm about to share with you. Alright, so in our previous video, we talked about the top 5 mistakes that most people make when trying to build muscle. Today, we're going to talk about 5 more mistakes that most guys make when trying to build muscle and how you can fix them. Alright, mistake number 1 is that you're following these same workouts over and over again. So here's the thing. Your body is great at adapting to change. And when you start working out, your body feels a lot challenged by those workouts. As a result, your body starts to build more muscle. Make sense? No? Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that when you keep repeating a workout over and over again, it becomes too easy. And easy workouts don't build muscle. So in order to keep building more muscle, I want you to do one thing: progressive overload. What do I mean by that? Progressive overload means that you're making your workouts more challenging as time progresses. You can do that either by lifting more weights, or you can increase the number of sets and reps. You can even increase the frequency of your workouts. Just make sure that your workouts are hard. Every time a workout starts to get easy, increase the weight, increase the reps, increase the sets, do whatever you can to make that workout more challenging. So that way you'll continue to build more muscle. Alright, mistake number 2 is that you're focusing way too much on biceps. Look, guys, biceps are a very small muscle group. You're not gonna get big by doing bicep curls all the time. Even if you trained biceps, you're not gonna get big. You'll just be a small guy with big biceps. Is that what you wanna be? No, that's not what you want to be. You want to get big, you want to get muscular, and you're not going to get there by training biceps all the time. Instead, I want you to focus on the bigger muscle groups: chest, shoulders, back, legs. These are big muscles, and you need to train them in order to get big. Alright, mistake number 3 is that you lift heavy weights. Now, I'm not going to talk about having good form or how you need to leave your ego at the door. I'm not going to talk about that. But I am going to talk about heavy weights. Listen to me very carefully. You're not going to build muscle by lifting heavy weights. Okay, so that was a little exaggerated. I mean, you are going to build some sort of muscle by lifting heavy, but lifting light weights will build a lot more muscle. Because when you're training with light weights, you obviously do more reps, and more reps equals more time under tension. You get a greater blood flow to the muscles, and most importantly, you get a much better pump. All of these things are extremely important for muscle growth. Alright, mistake number 4 is that you don't deload. Now this one is for the more experienced guys who take working out seriously, guys who train hard, and guys who are consistent. This is for them. Now what's a deload? In a deload week, you reduce the intensity and volume by half. So for example, if you're doing 8 hard sets to failure in a typical workout, in a deload week, you'll only do 4 sets and you will not take it to failure. So you're just taking it easy. But why should you do all this? Why deload? Well, in a word, recovery. You see, in my previous video, we talked about how you need to give your 100% when you're working out, and you need to be consistent with your training. You cannot do that forever. You cannot give your 100% for a very long period of time. It's just not possible. It's not practical. So I want you to include deload weeks in your workout. After doing 1 to 2 months of hardcore training, I want you to bring down the intensity. I want you to lower the volume for just 1 week. This deload week will be so helpful for your success in the long run, because you're giving your body that extra recovery it needs to build muscle. Alright, mistake number 5 is that you're stuck in a muscle building plateau. Alright, so this isn't exactly your mistake, but it could be a reason why you're not building muscle. A muscle building plateau is when you are unable to build muscle no matter what you do. And that's perfectly fine. One thing you need to be okay with when you're trying to build muscle is that you're not going to be able to build muscle all the time. It's just not possible. Muscle building plateaus are a part of the process, and there's really nothing you can do about it. But there are certain training techniques that you can include in your workout to really break through that plateau. You can do things like supersets when you're doing 2 exercises back to back. For example, I could do a set of bench press and then immediately go and do bent over rows. Another thing you can do is that you can do drop sets. For example, I'm doing bicep curls with 20 kilo dumbbells, and then once I achieve failure, then I can drop the weights. I can use 18 kilo dumbbells and then do a couple more reps. So these are some of the training techniques that you can include in your workouts to break through a muscle building plateau. Now in my next video, I am going to demonstrate a couple of training techniques that you can include in your workouts So make sure you don't miss out on that. All right, guys, there you have it. These are the top 5 mistakes that most people make when trying to build muscle. Avoid them and you build muscle at a much quicker rate. This is Mohammad Wes, fitnesssapiens.com.